Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about employee stock option plan, that is ESOP, sweat equity shares and retained earnings. So first begin with ESOP. What is ESOP? ESOP is a kind of scheme where the employees of the organization of the company are given the right to purchase the certain specified number of shares, and that too at the discounted rate. Discounted rate means the price is below the market price. The market प्राइस, मार्केट में जो प्राइजेस चल रहा है उससे कम दाम में एम्प्लॉइज़ को ये अपॉर्चुनिटी दिया जाता है कि दे कैन परचेज दोज शेयर्स ड्यूरिंग अ गिवन पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. बट there are certain conditions which the employees has to fulfill, that is at least they have to serve the minimum period of their service. Suppose they अगर उनके डेडलाइन में कि हाँ आपको कम से कम 6 महीने वर्क करना होगा तभी आप ESOP के लिए एप्लीकेबल होगे. सो दे शुड फुलफिल द मिनिमम पीरियड ऑफ देयर सर्विस. नाउ the employees, those who are going for this ESOP plans, they are allowed to pay the money in installment, or they are allowed to make a plan like in such a manner कि उनके मंथली सैलरी में से वो आपका जो भी चार्जेस है वो डिडक्ट होगा. That is basically the type of advantages given to the employees. Now what are the merits of ESOP? ESOP is basically related, you can say linked with the compensation packages to the performance. Like if an employee is performing well, then the company can offer them, you can go for ESOP. You can you will get ESOP. So if it can be, you can say कि it can be closely linked with the performance of the employees. Second is employees turnover will reduce. Now if you are giving ESOP to the deserving employees, to the efficient employees, they will retain in your organization and the employees turnover will reduce. Third is it also encourages the employees to work better, to work like whatever they will be in a, you can say हाँ उनको भी लालच हो जाएगा कि हाँ अगर हम अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस करेंगे तो मेरे को हो सकता है कि ये ESOP मिले, right? Now fourth is it also creates a sense of ownership and responsibility among the employees. They also become responsible. This is my organization, this is my company. If I'll perform well, they will also look forward for me. Fifth is it also boosts morale and team effort among employees, because until and unless an employee is properly working in a team, it will not improve their performance, and if it will not improve their performance, they will not get ESOP. Sixth is when the market price of the company is rising, right? When the price of the shares in the market are rising, then the employees will gain more and more. These are the certain merits of employee stock option plan. Now every merits have certain demerits. So first demerit is this scheme can be only applied in the profit making companies, because if a company is not earning profit, then they won't be able to you can say issue these ESOP to their employees, because they themselves are not earning profit. So how they will give some extra benefits to the employees? Second is falling share prices result in the loss to employees. If the share prices are falling in the market, then the employees will be incurring losses. Next is unsound stock market condition causes inconvenience to employees in encashing their investment. You know that in the share market you cannot encash your shares easily. You cannot get money back by selling of your shares. So this creates certain problems for the employees. Next is lack of transparency can earn acquisition of favoritism. Now employees or you can say the company is not showing the employees at whom they are giving the ESOP and whom they are not giving the ESOP. So it can create favoritism, like हाँ मेरे को वो पसंद है, हम उसको ESOP का बेनिफिट दे रहे हैं, मेरे को सेकंड बंदा पसंद नहीं है, I will not give them ESOP. So ये आपका कहीं ना कहीं favoritism डिनोट करता है. Next is sweat equity shares. Now what are sweat equity shares? Sweat equity shares are issued by a company under Section 79A of the Companies Act 1956, and it is issued to the employees or the directors. Now, when these shares are issued, it is also issued at a discount rate, or they can also issue it other than cash. They'll say, okay, I will not pay you in cash or will not give you dividend in cash, we will give you some other shares, that is called as sweat equity shares. Now, what are the conditions which are prescribed to issue sweat equity shares? Number one, an authorized resolution should be passed in the general meeting. आपके general meeting में ये resolution pass होना चाहिए कि company can issue sweat equity shares. Number B, the resolution should specify how many shares are being issued, to whom they are issued, to which classes of directors or employees it has been issued. These things should be specified. Number C, that is, from the commencement of the business, the date should not be less than 1 year. Number D, whatever kind of shares the company is issue, those kind of shares should already been issued by the company, then only they can issue those shares in the form of sweat equity share. अगर कोई नया form of share company issue करना चाह रहा है, then it is not possible. E, the sweat equity shares are issued by following the guidelines of SEBI, that is Securities Exchange Board of India. Now, sweat equity shares, you can say कि what are the purpose of sweat equity shares? It is to retain the talent, as these shares cannot be sold by the employees before the expiry of 3 years. Like when these dates, you can say when these shares are issued, the employees are bound to stay in the company for a minimum period of 3 years because they cannot sell those shares to the other people. Employees who are offered sweat equity share, they can also reject and they can get cash on behalf of that. This is the basically, you can say, what are the purpose of issuing sweat equity shares. Now, retained earnings. Retained earnings are also, you can say, undistributed profit or plowing back of profit. Now, what is retained earning? Retained earning is when the company is retaining, like keeping their part of net profit every year and reinvesting those same money in the business again and again. That is called as retained earning. Like for example, इस साल कंपनी को 1 लाख का प्रॉफिट हुआ, तो वो क्या कर रहे हैं, डिविडेंड वगैरह देने के बाद मान लो उनके पास बच रहा 30,000, so 30,000 they are retaining this year, next year they are returning 40,000, ऐसे कर करके they are retaining the money and they are using the money in the business only. This is called retained earnings. Retained earning is also called as self financing. सेल्फ फाइनेंसिंग मतलब खुद का पैसा आप खुद लगा रहे हो, खुद फाइनेंस कर रहे हो. दैट इज वाई इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज सेल्फ फाइनेंसिंग. नाउ and it is an internal method of finance, like you are financing it yourself, that is why it is called as internal method of finance. Now, what are the like up to which extent a company can retain? These are the certain factors which affect it. Number one, जिस कंपनी का जितना ज़्यादा नेट प्रॉफिट होगा उस कंपनी के पास उतना ज़्यादा शेयर्स रिटेन करने का कैपेसिटी होगा. मोर द नेट प्रॉफिट ऑफ द कंपनी, ग्रेटर द कैपेसिटी टू प्लॉ बैक द प्रॉफिट. सेकेंड इज योर dividend policy of the company also determines the retained earning. If a company, suppose, is paying the dividend regularly, then they won't be able to keep enough of profit, and the companies which are not preferring to pay the dividend regularly, they will retain more of profits. Thirdly, age of the company also matters. New companies generally cannot plow back that much profit because उनको shareholders को fulfill करना, shareholders को खुश रखना is first priority. So the company जितना old होगा, they are able to plow back more and more of profit. Next is the future plans of the companies also matters. If a company wants to modernize and expand in future, they will retain more of profit than the other companies. So these are the certain factors which affect the amount of retained earnings in a company. So in the next video, we'll be studying about merits, advantages to the shareholders, to the society, to the company, and demerits. Thank you.